They're all coming here, or their ancestors were coming to this city to make a life together.
It's the most diverse place in the world, I think, without a doubt. There's no place quite like it. There is a community for absolutely every type of person in this city.
You know, I find the people inspirational because the people here are
This is all propaganda that New Yorkers have been telling themselves for a while, but it's over. I feel like it's over. Keep it up.
I love New York City so much. Yeah, I can't imagine myself anywhere else.
1 second left. We got a couple of months potentially to save this once great city, led by giants, mayors like Lindsay, Koch, Giuliani, Bloomberg. These guys were big and worthy of the job. You know who's on the verge of becoming the mayor of New York City? This pipsqueak. Kid is the Democrat nominee for New York City mayor. His name is Mamdani. He's 33 years old, and I believe he owns a bicycle. Rich parents, so he does have some stuff, and that's about it. Oh, he went to college. He went to college, and he's new and different, and the young people like that. This is a very serious issue we have on our hands. Mamdani, this is a big city. It's not only the capital of America, they say it's the capital of the world. This guy, let's take another look at him. Here he is hanging around. That's what he's done with most of his life, hang around. He's 33, did I mention that? He's also a complete and total phony. I mean, just watch. I've heard of people, you know, I don't know, changing their voice in a black church. I've seen people do that, but I've never seen anybody do this.
Welcome to South Africa.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure.
A lot of people are afraid of the word socialism, and a lot of people have misconceptions about what it means. I'm a democratic socialist.
I actually created a playlist for Mira, who also happens to be my mother. You know, nepotism and hard work goes a long way.
We need our internet because we have all of our kids staying at home doing remote learning, and if you don't have internet, you can't be taught, you can't learn.
I was supposed to assist the music supervisor, but I ended up picking all the songs for the film.
City Hall is engulfed in corruption. A mayor could change this, and that's why I'm running.
Apparently, you are a rapper too.
I happen to be a rapper. I am a rapper proper.
All right, proper rapper. He's a maniac. He is an outright communist, and his ideas are crazy, but he is on the verge potentially becoming the mayor of New York City. Now, that can't happen, and there are ways to stop this. Democratic, beautiful ways to stop this. Totally unworthy, though. I can't, 33 years old, and was born with the proverbial silver spoon.
Before winning his Queen's Assembly seat in 2020, Mamdani, now 33, says he worked as a housing counselor and struggled to afford an apartment on his $47,000 a year salary, though he admits he grew up privileged.
I grew up without want.
Without wants. He vacationed in Dubai in the Middle East. That's a pretty exotic and expensive vacation. That's where he got married. The thing I like about that clip, though, what the hell was he? What was his job before entering politics 2 years ago? Housing counselor. Housing counselor. Yet he has big ideas about how the world should be run. This wannabe municipal figure, right? They're supposed to be worried about the streets and, keeping the parks manicured, stuff like that. Feels that he has the authority to arrest Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, war hero.
Mamdani said as mayor, he would arrest Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if he set foot in the city. But Mamdani could not or would not name another world leader he would arrest.
So how should Jewish voters in New York feel that they've heard you say that you would arrest their Israeli Prime Minister, but not heard you name any other?
Because this is the most recent warrant that was made by the International Criminal Court.
I think it has something to do with his anti-Israel, anti-Jewish feelings. I believe that. Bibi Netanyahu, you're going to arrest him. Hey, what about Kim Jong-un if he dropped by? You're going to arrest him? What about, I don't know, those Rwandan officials who are still walking around? These guys literally hacked off limbs, and you're going to arrest Bibi. He said the ICC, the International Criminal Court, don't be fooled. Jack Smith, remember Jack Smith? That guy who went after Trump, he was on the International Criminal Court, yes. And so that's totally political, not to be believed. Bibi Netanyahu is a hero beloved by so many in New York City. There are more Jews here, actually, than in Tel Aviv, believe it or not. That's kind of wild. And that this city would elect a man like this. You know, it's one thing to speak Spanish in an ad in a major city, but he went in another direction.
बात ये नहीं है कि मैं क्या बनूंगा, बात ये है कि मैं क्या करूंगा हमारे कम्युनिटीज के लिए और हर एक न्यूयॉर्कर के लिए। मैं हमारे शहर को अफोर्डेबल बनाऊंगा। न्यूयॉर्कर्स मुश्किल से अफोर्ड कर रहे हैं रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान। मैं ये सब बदलने के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ। रेंट फ्री बसेस, यूनिवर्सल चाइल्ड केयर और सस्ती ग्रोसरीज के जरिए। पर आपको एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, तुमने कभी किसी को वोट किया?
There's something to be said about assimilation, right? I know we celebrate independent ethnicities, right? St. Patrick's Day and, you know, Eid. But you kind of come together at some point, don't you? And these ideas are foreign. They're not American ideas. Free buses, rent-free. I'm sorry, but the government, we don't look to the government for that kind of support. Some societies do. North Korea, Cuba, I guess. Not here. Some socialist Northern European countries, perhaps. But some rich kids in New York City are very excited. Not the working man and woman, the rich kids. They're celebrating the victory. They can't believe they won. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. There's this great comedian, I saw him on Instagram. He has an awesome take on what just happened in New York City. A 33-year-old socialist being made the Democrat nominee by a bunch of ignorant people. Take a look.
Are you guys ready to take back New York City? Yeah. Are you ready to make NYC more affordable? Yeah. Even though none of you pay your own rent anyway? Yeah. Do you guys hate your parents? Yeah. Even though they paid for your college education where you learned all these ideas? Yeah. Are you ready to get rid of all Zionists in New York City? Yeah. Even though, of course, the majority of them are Jewish, but we'll call them Zionists? Yeah. Are you ready to not arrest violent criminals in the streets of New York? Yeah. But we will arrest Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu? Yeah. Are you ready to turn NYC into San Francisco? Yeah. Are you ready to take power away from corporations and billionaires? Yeah. And instead give that power to politicians to rule over you by force? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Are you ready to eliminate luxuries in your life like matcha tea, smoothies, and hot yoga? No. Are you ready to pay your fair share and higher taxes? No. So it's only other people's money that we're going to use, not yours. Yeah.
I think he nails it. That's Ami Kozak. Check him out on social. He is a brilliant comedian, social commentator, whatever. New York is in a very tough spot, and they say, you know, so goes New York, so goes the rest of the country, perhaps. I know some of my MAGA friends are kind of gleeful because they can make an example out of how warped and wrong New York is, and I get that. But some of us MAGA people live here, and the choices aren't so hot. Now, some of us are actually revisiting Eric Adams.
This is a great city, and I'm the Biden of Brooklyn. I do the boogaloo. I salsa. I'm a black man. That's the mayor. Every day in the police department, I kick those crackers' ass. Don't stand in front like you treating someone that's on the plantation that you own. One of my best gifts, as you know, marijuana is legal. I have bamboo.
Oh.
All right, so he wants to smoke weed on national television. Not too impressive, but a couple of things about Eric Adams. A lot of us feel he was unfairly persecuted by and prosecuted by the Biden Justice Department. The Trump Justice Department stepped in and said, no, this is not good. He is running for mayor as an independent, not as a Democrat. And you know what? Could we live with this guy? Some are wondering. For instance, when it comes to Newsmax, unlike anybody else in the Democrat Party, willing to give us the benefit of the doubt.
I wanted to follow up on the Newsmax discussion.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So do you view Newsmax as the same kind of news outlet as CNN or NBC or ABC? Is there any line that you draw between an outlet like Newsmax and other mainstream outlets? And would you do an interview on Newsmax if they invited you?
First of all, that's a hypothetical. Look, I cannot share with you enough, as that you present me that question. What criteria do we use that is mainstream? Like, who creates the criteria? When I came here, I saw that, many black and brown and ethnic media, they were not even allowed to, to sit in this place. Folks have created this bubble of mainstream. I will go on whoever is going to hear the success of this city and report it.
All right, well, we'll talk. Right. He's been better on immigration and a couple of other things. So he could be reelected theoretically. And Curtis Sliwa, the Republican nominee, is very well positioned to perhaps win the whole thing. The Democrat field, they're all over the place. They don't trust this Mamdani character. And he's just not trustworthy, Zohran. He's not. Look at the way he conducts himself. He's riotous. You can't do that. It's fascinating. There are mainstream Democrats like Chuck Schumer, mainstream, right? They used to be mainstream until AOC showed up, and they're totally. But these guys, him, Jerry Nadler, Goldman, those guys, they don't like this Zohran character. They don't like him. And it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. President Trump, of course, says what the far left can't say about Zohran, and even the middle of the roaders can't say. It's finally happened. The Democrats have crossed the line. Zohran Mamdani, the 100% communist lunatic, has just won the Democrat primary and is on his way to becoming mayor. We'll see. We've had radical lefties before, but this is getting a little ridiculous, all right. He looks terrible. His voice is grating. He's not very smart. All spot on again. He's got AOC +3 dummies all backing him, and even our great Palestinian senator, crying Chuck Schumer, is groveling over him. Yep. He just nails it. And crying Chuck Schumer is groveling, but he doesn't like this guy. In fact, Zohran Mamdani was once arrested outside of Schumer's house when he was protesting because Schumer wasn't militant enough against Israel after October 7th. It's really wild.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.